Everyone thinks Deadpool is just the funny guy in a red suit, right? But here's the real question. Is Deadpool actually funny? Or is his humor just a smokescreen for something darker? Deadpool hides so much pain behind his jokes. He started as a regular, handsome guy with a woman he truly loved. They were happy together, but then cancer struck and turned his life upside down. He gained superpowers, but they came with a terrible price. A face so scarred that he barely recognized himself. Even when he finally got Vanessa back, their love story ended in heartbreak when she was taken from him by a single bullet. And just when he thought he found a team, they were gone before he could even hold on to them. Deadpool, pretty much lucky guy for getting unlucky things. Deadpool is a character always forced to flip from extreme emotion to cracking jokes in the blink of an eye. One moment he's dealing with deep loss and pain, and the next, he's making the audience laugh like nothing happened. He hides his suffering by entertaining us. But here's the thing. Most people don't truly connect with his pain. They see the jokes, but not the heartbreak behind them. People don't want to feel his losses. They're just there for the laughs. And that's the tragedy of Deadpool character. His purpose is to entertain us, not to make us feel bad for his losses. And in the end, he's done his job perfectly. Deadpool, with a time machine, he goes back in time to save his old team. After years of loneliness, he's done with the jokes and chaos. All he wants now is what he's never had. A normal life, a family, love, and true friendships. He's tired of being the reason his friends get hurt. Tired of being the guy who laughs while secretly breaking inside. So, he ditches the suit, the guns, and the wisecracks. For the first time, Wade Wilson chooses peace. But Deadpool's past just won't let him go. In the latest movie, everything is falling apart. His entire universe, including the family he's always wanted. It's hard to tell if this is because of Wolverine death or just Deadpool's infamous bad luck. Imagine how he feels. He finally has everything he's ever dreamed of, only to watch it crumble right before his eyes. In a desperate move, Deadpool puts his trust in the Professor's paradox to save his universe. Of course, fate isn't on his side. The paradox seems more determined to speed up the destruction, pushing Deadpool to the edge. Every moment is a heart-wrenching test of his strength. But instead of breaking down, he does what he always does, hiding his real feelings behind his signature humor. It started when Deadpool was just a kid. Every day he had the same routine. He'd stand behind the door and call out, "Knock, knock, who's there?" His dad would always reply, "Cash." And Deadpool would laugh as his dad said, "Cash who? Cashew, I know you're the nut." This joke was their thing. It happened every single day. But one day, the joke stopped. His dad never came back. No one ever knew what happened to him. But Wade? He waited. Every day, standing by that door, hoping to hear the knock that never came again. But Wade's father wasn't just any dad. He was a military man with a serious anger problem. Instead of guiding Wade, he used his fists to control him. This abuse shaped Wade's rebellious, chaotic side. Deep down, all Wade ever wanted was his father's love. As if that wasn't enough, Wade's mom died of cancer when he was still young. She was the only person who truly loved him. And losing her sent Wade into a spiral. With his mom gone and his dad only bringing pain, Wade became detached from the world. Sarcasm became his shield, the only thing protecting him from a world that had let him down. Eventually, Wade had enough. He ran away from home, leaving behind his father's violence and the painful memory of his mother. The streets became his new home, where he fought every day just to survive. Life didn't hand him a superhero cape. it handed him more trauma. His childhood was the perfect recipe for creating Deadpool. Abuse, loss, and the need to survive. It made him numb to both physical and emotional pain, and that's why he hides everything behind his jokes. Wade was never the golden boy. He was that kid who didn't fit in, too damaged, too sarcastic, and too unpredictable for anyone to truly understand him. His sense of humor, which became his shield, often alienated him from others. Society loves to box people into neat categories, and Wade was the kid nobody knew what to do with, so they ignored him or pushed him aside. From teachers to police, they saw him as a problem to be dealt with, not a troubled kid in need of support. Wade learned early on that relying on society wasn't an option. If he wanted to survive, he'd have to figure it out on his own. With no family, no friends, and no support, Wade became a loner. Society didn't offer him a place, so he carved one out for himself. He drifted through life, disconnected and detached, learning that the world was a harsh place where kindness was rare. In a way, society shaped Deadpool by failing Wade Wilson. It overlooked his pain, turned a blind eye to his struggles, and contributed to the mask of humor and sarcasm he wears today. Wade became the ultimate outsider, someone who exists on the fringes, mocking the very society that let him down.
Reflected the somber skies above.
Deadpool's relationship with Vanessa is a heartbreaking cycle of love and loss. Every time Wade thinks he's found happiness, it's ripped away. In countless timelines, Wade's enemies kill Vanessa to hurt him, destroying the one person who loved him for who he truly was, beyond the madness. Her death is a brutal reminder that being with Wade is a death sentence, and anyone close to him is a target. But sometimes, the pain isn't just from the outside. Wade inflicts it on himself. He leaves Vanessa, believing that his chaotic, dangerous life will only bring her pain. He's convinced that staying with him will destroy her, so he walks away, even though it shatters him inside. No matter the timeline, Wade is stuck in this endless loop. He loses Vanessa to violence or pushes her away in a misguided attempt to protect her. And in the end, he's left believing that he's destined to be alone. Deadpool's life is a tapestry of tragedy woven with threads of pain, loss, and emotional turmoil. Behind the mask of jokes, Deadpool hides profound pain and existential dread. His humor and irreverence are not just a coping mechanism, but a way to shield himself from the harsh realities of his life. By using sarcasm and jokes, he deflects attention from his true feelings and avoids confronting the depths of his sorrow. Deadpool is really not a funny guy. He's unimaginable, painful guy in Marvel. And my favorite also.